And for our next speaker, I just want to make sure I have this right. We have Tor Helge Reinsnes Moen, who is a Kultursjef in Alta. And I remember Ole Mjøs used to always say that he really believed in the trickle-down effect, where great things happen in the north and they trickle down to Oslo. Well, tonight we get to enjoy great things that happen in Alta and trickle down and over to Tromsø. Vær så god.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, my name is Tor Helge Reinsnes Moen, and I'm manager of cultural affairs in the municipality of Alta. I came to Finnmark and Alta 25 years ago. I will later on tell you a short story how I came. But when you are living in the north, in Tromsø, Harstad, Bodø, Trondheim, then you almost certainly never go farther north. So I guess many of you don't know about Alta. So I have to take the very short story about Alta. You probably don't know that Alta, we have the youngest population of the big cities in the north. So in Tromsø you will increase the population a lot. Last year we will too. Of course Tromsø will always be the big brother. We know that. But in Finnmark we are the largest town. And in Finnmark we want to be the big brother. Because Finnmark need a big brother. We are 20,000 people. Finnmark is a very, very big county. We are bigger than Denmark, and we have borders to Finland and Russia. So, yeah. The original population of Finnmark was, of course, as you know, the Sami people. But for many hundred years, the Sami, the Finnish, the Norwegian, and the Russian culture and people, they were living together, and we are still living together. We have our own culture, but we also have mixed the culture, and we have been doing that peacefully for hundreds of years. Sorry about my voice. I know you'll find some of the same history in Tromsø, but it's easier to see in Alta and in Finnmark. That was the reason that I came to Finnmark. I was actually on my way to Australia, but I had to find a place to earn a lot of money. And the easiest way to do that 25 years ago in Norway for a young man was in Finnmark, where I could work double shifts and do as I wanted to do. But of course I was a young man and I went broke very, very, very fast. So I never got to Australia. But I had met Finnmark. And that was the good story in my life. Because I'm at a complete new country in my own country. I had met the Sami traditional language, the Finnish, the Swedish girls, they were there working in the fish industry. And of course, the strong and old Russian traditions. And everyone living peacefully side by side. And because of this very old mix of culture, I'm sure we have unique skills up in the north in multicultural understanding. I'm sure Tromsø have the same. Maybe you have forgotten it, but you have the same skills as we have in Finnmark. Today we of course have even a more mixed population, multi-diversity, fantastic word. But we also in Finnmark have a long way to integrate all the new expressions from around the world, but I'm sure we will, because we have the skills. And as you told, we need it. We need the new workers. Someone told me that Tromsø would like to be 120,000 people during the next 30 years. Is that right? So, it's telling that. That's some goal. So, of course, we all understand, after listening to you, that we need people from all over the world to be able to do that. We need to create environments so that people from all over want to stay, want to work, want to start family, and want to spend a whole life up in the north. When I came to Finnmark, maybe it's not completely true, but I was told no doctor has ever died in Finnmark. And it was, of course, not, the reason was not that every doctor in Finnmark was so healthy. It was, of course, it was only there for a few years working and then they moved out. It's not that bad now, but I think we still have some of the same problems. Maybe some of you knew some doctors who actually have died in Finnmark. I apologize if you do. So to the point, how can we create society where people from all over the world can feel that they are home? Of course, this is very difficult. Our identity is very close connected to culture expressions, to food, to our language. So how do we create a meeting place that gives room for diversity and still learn us how to mix peacefully together? First of all, in my opinion, the whole society in the north is such a place. But I also understand that we need to spend some resources from the municipality and from the government to create meeting places. Although in Alta we have a very, very important place. You mentioned Sisa. In a short time, Adam will show you some pictures and some story from Sisa. But Sisa has become a very, very important meeting place for people from all over the world and also for Norwegian people. And it's actually when you go from work in Alta, if you know people at Sisa, and it's easy to know people at Sisa, then you have a place to go. You have a place to find friends. I heard Rebecca told me that you have no place to go to find friends. But Sisa is such a place. And it's really a pity that Tromsø don't have such a place. The way we support, the municipality of Alta support Sisa, for the last 3 years, we have been buying services from Sisa for 500,000 Norwegian crowns every year. From this year, we look upon Sisa as a place who is going to be, so we don't buy services anymore. We'll give them 700,000 Norwegian kroner every year for the next 4 years. And we are also looking for, is there any services Sisa can provide us so we can not give them more money but buy services from them? And I know it is. So, thank you for inviting me. And I really hope that Tromsø can create a place like Sisa. I also hope that Bodø can make such a place. Because if Bodø, Tromsø and Alta have a network, then you maybe can talk with the government and ask for more money, because you need money. Yeah. Thank you.
Tusen takk. It's a great example of great ideas coming from the north and trickling down. Thank you for that introduction.